guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome to the channel. My name's Presley. I make all sorts of style videos, specifically revolving around thrifted and secondhand fashion. If that sounds good to you, I would love to have you stick around and subscribe. So if you've been watching me for a while, you will know that I love to thrift. I love collecting statement, beautiful, unique pieces. And by no means am I a minimalist, but I do consider myself a mindful maximalist. As I said, I love to thrift, I love to collect clothes, and because of that, I tend to accumulate a lot of clothes. But I try to be as mindful as possible when adding to my wardrobe and make sure that if I'm picking up a piece at the thrift store, it's really going to serve me and my wardrobe and my personal style. So today I thought it'd be fun to share some tips with you guys. If you relate to me, you love thrifting, you're very much a maximalist, but you want to be a little bit more sustainable while shopping, then this video is for you. So this first tip has very much been a game changer for me. It's something that I began implementing over the last couple months, and that is to pack away clothes that are out of season. Obviously, this is going to give you so much more closet space, but it also allows you to get a better view of all of your clothes that you can actually wear for whatever season you're in. So this winter I packed away all of my spring and summer clothes, and I got them out of the way, stored them away safely, and it allowed me to get such a better view of things that I have in my closet for winter, things that maybe I've forgotten about, and it kind of reignited my creativity when styling them. And another benefit of doing this is you almost trick yourself into feeling like you're getting a whole new wardrobe when the next season comes around. As I was packing away all of my spring and summer clothes, I was seeing how much of it I have, and I know that when I unpack all those clothes, they're gonna feel brand new to me because I'm not getting sick of looking at them every day. And it's almost like a treat to unbox them, and those clothes are going to feel new to me again. And it kind of gives me that rush of feeling like I have new clothes and new treasures to style. So since I'm only working with a portion of my full wardrobe, I'm only working with my winter clothes right now, it almost feels like I have a little capsule wardrobe. For 1/4 of the year, I'm only wearing this much of my closet, and I can see what pairs well together and try different combinations, and I can kind of do that for each season. And that way my clothes get a lot more wear because I'm not distracted by the rest of my closet. And I've really enjoyed this, and I think that it's been a huge boost to my personal style and creativity when putting outfits together. My next tip that I want to share you guys also has to do with making the most of the clothes that you already own, and that is to style things to their full potential. And what I mean by this is when I'm thrifting and I find a fun piece that I'm going to add to my wardrobe, I tend to put together the perfect outfit with that piece in my head. Not only do I think about what I'm going to pair it with, but I think of how I want to do my makeup, my hair, and just the maximum style potential of that individual piece. And the first couple times that I wear that new piece, I do style it to its full potential, and I feel very creative and inspired by it. But I find that the longer it sits in my closet, it just becomes an article of clothing on the hanger, and I kind of lose that initial spark of the ultimate outfit that I wanted to put together with it. Which is so silly because there's no limit to how many times you can wear that perfect outfit you have in your head. I think that we just tend to forget about the vision that we had for that piece as we keep buying more pieces to add to our closet, and then we just want to wear what's newest in the closet. So I think something that is very helpful is to not get lazy with your pieces in your closet. Always style things to the full potential. Obviously, there's going to be days where you don't want to dress up, but when you do decide to reach for a piece, don't be lazy about it. Go the extra mile to style it with the initial vision you had, and that way you won't get bored of it. And I think that we can all really benefit from being outfit repeaters and get more wear out of the pieces that we have. The next piece of advice I have for you comes down to when you're actually out shopping, and this is something that I've started doing when I'm out thrifting, and that is to give the advantage to the clothing that you already have. So if I'm out thrifting and let's say that I find a beautiful patchwork denim jacket, sound familiar, like I'm wearing today, is I like to ask myself if I prefer that piece over a piece that I already own. And the reason I do this is because if I pick up a very similar statement piece to something that I already have, then the piece that I already have isn't going to get the wear that it deserves. And a lot of times I would prefer to wear something that I already own over something else that I'm seeing at the thrift store. And this has been very helpful to me in becoming more of a picky thrifter, and I can apply it to any category of clothing. I have a pair of bell bottoms that I love. If you've been on my channel for a while, you've definitely seen these. They have the embroidered rainbow that wraps around the jeans. So if I'm out thrifting and I see a funky pair of embroidered jeans, I usually tell myself I would rather wear my rainbow pair, because as a maximalist or somebody who loves clothing and loves thrifting, you probably already have so much to choose from that when you want to wear a pair of embroidered jeans, you don't need two options, because likely you're not giving the initial pair of jeans enough wear to begin with. So the next time you're out thrifting, try to give the advantage to the pieces that you already own and ask yourself if it's different enough to not compete with the other pieces in your closet. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions. There's times when something is just so unique that I feel like I have to have it and I can justify having similar pieces. It's all totally up to you, but definitely keep that tip in mind because I've found it very helpful. My fourth and final tip is one that you can interpret however you want and apply it however you see fit, but that is to share custody of clothes. And the way that I like to implement this is I like to share clothes between my mom and my grandma. Us three are actually all around the same measurements, so we can very easily swap clothes. If you've seen my jacket collection video, you might remember that there is a handful of jackets that my mom and I swap back and forth. And the reason that I like to do this is if we have a couple of similar pieces that I can't justify having both of the pieces in my closet. For example, these two leather-looking jackets with very similar embroidery and stud detailing, I can't justify having both of them in my closet. It's kind of silly. But what we like to do is we have my mom hold on to one and then I hold on to the other. And then whenever we feel like it, we'll swap back and forth and we can very easily borrow from each other. And we do this with a couple of different pieces. She has this black suede jacket that I absolutely love, but I have my leather blazer that I also love and I wear more. But if I feel like it, I can just borrow her suede one and then return it back to her without taking up the extra room in my closet. So if you have a sibling or a roommate or a friend or a family member that has similar taste as you or is in a similar size, I highly recommend borrowing from each other or even doing clothing swaps if you trust them with your clothes. Definitely be cautious about that. Make sure they take care of their clothes. but something you could do maybe on a monthly basis or every couple of months is each of you pick a couple items from your closet and then swap them for the month or the week and then swap them back. That's such a fun way to have access to more clothes without over flooding your closet and over consuming. Another way that I like to implement this idea is whenever I'm doing a closet purge, I always let my friends or my mom and grandma go through the clothes that I'm thinking of donating and let them pick any pieces that appeal to them, especially if it's one that I'm on the fence about. Let's say it's a piece that I really love, but I'm just not getting that much wear out of it. I like to give it to them to enjoy, and that way I'm not over flooding the thrift stores with stuff. But selfishly, I can still access that piece of clothing if I want to wear it every once in a while. So apply this last tip however you want to, but the basic idea is to borrow from friends and family's closet and do clothing swaps. I think that it's a really underrated and sustainable practice that anybody could do. So that is a wrap on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was very casual and just chit-chatty, but I kind of like doing these more conversational videos, just like I'm talking with a friend about fashion and things. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I hope you benefited from these tips. If you have any tips to share, I would love to hear them in the comments down below. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It helps out my channel immensely. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!